San Diego City College Spanish Club celebrated a Mexican holiday, Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, with the student body of City College. I had an opportunity to get the inside look on how Day of the Dead was celebrated here on campus. City College students get a first-hand look on a Mexican tradition called Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead.
We are celebrating Day of the Dead. We celebrate it in November 1st and November 2nd. We celebrate All Saints Day, November 1st, and then All Souls Day on November 2nd. We want to get awareness. We want our students to understand the importance of this Day of the Dead for our culture, Mexican culture.
Workshops related with the celebration included tissue paper flowers, papel china, paper cutting papel picado, and also clay skull decorations, calaveras de yeso. But students also could have their face painted as well. One special altar on display was that of slain City College student Diana Gonzalez.
I organized the competition of the altar so everyone can participate. When I say participate, it's behind this great celebration. We have instructors, we have students, and the hard work of them.
Our Spanish class entered our altar. We decided as a class to use Steve Irwin. Kind of random, but we decided he's been a big part of kind of educating people about the environment, and everyone has opportunities, so it'd be a good thing to do, you know?
Halloween may be over, but Dia de los Muertos is very much alive and is today here at City College. And you can now view the altars here on campus still.
The name Lou Curtis may not ring a bell, but his store in Normal Heights is a true library for the ear. Joss Lipton has the story.
Tucked away on Adams Avenue amidst Antique Row here in Normal Heights lies a shop lost in time and obscured by technology. However, those that know Lou Curtis would argue that his shop is a city, if not a national treasure. Welcome to Folk Arts Rare Records.
He's considered a local legend. 74-year-old Lou Curtis surrounds himself literally with thousands of old 78 RPM records.
The rarest recordings come usually from the early Depression years in the late 20s, early 30s. But the oldest recording I have is probably something in vaudeville.
This is his business. He opened Folk Arts Rare Records in 1967, and it still sits on the border of University Heights and Normal Heights. In 1985, he started hosting his own radio show called Jazz Roots, and he's been spinning records ever since. As technology drifts into the digital age, he realized the need to digitize his massive record collection. So with the help of a grant from the Grammy Foundation, Lou started preserving his complete music library.
We're digitalizing them, and they're going to the permanent collection at the Library of Congress in Washington.
It is a difficult process with little funding, but he has gotten help from the Center for American Folklife and the UCLA Ethnomusicology Archive. This preservation project will help secure his legacy as one of San Diego's cultural and musical icons. With photojournalist Maria Souza, I'm Joshua Lipton, Newscene.
With over 30 years in the San Diego music scene, Lou has organized over 50 musical festivals, including the Adams Avenue Roots Festival. You can listen to his radio show on Jazz 88.3 Sunday nights from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m.
Halloween was spooktacular last night in Hollywood. Blake Ewings is here to tell us all about the interesting costumes. Tell us about it, Blake.
Marco, Ada, that is right. Many celebrities were in the Halloween spirit last night. A few of them even dressed up as Hollywood stars. Miley Cyrus boldly dressed up and stepped out as rapper Lil' Kim and wore something to Lil' Kim's 1999 VMA Awards outfit. Miley isn't the only one paying homage to a famous friend, as daytime talk show host Ellen DeGeneres was in costume as female rapper Nicki Minaj. I love how Hollywood always gets into the Halloween spirit. Conrad Murray, the doctor that was convicted of killing the king of pop, Michael Jackson, was released from prison on Monday. Dr. Murray was charged with killing Michael Jackson in 2009 by injection of the drug propofol, and he was given a 4-year jail sentence. Conrad Murray only served 2 years of that jail sentence and was released on Monday. Michael Jackson died shortly after he announced plans of his final world tour, This Is It.
Thank you, Blake, and we'll be right back after this break.
Excuse me.
Well, hello.
Hi. My internet connection's acting up. Do you know anything about hotspots?
You know,
If you angle yourself 45 degrees to the north, your computer's Wi-Fi card will extrapolate the router signal more efficiently.
Hit enter. It's going to come up with a dialog box.
So weather's been nice here in San Diego, but Briley Oaks is here to tell us what's been going on around the rest of the nation. Briley?
So Ada, we have seen some warm temperatures here in San Diego, especially for Halloween last night, but around the other side of the country it has been pretty stormy. So I want to talk to you about an incident that happened on last night on Halloween. 10 children were rescued in Kansas after a school bus was toppled on its side into a creek on Thursday. The children climbed through the rooftop to wait while the 60-year-old driver called a 911 to report the crash. The county 911 director says the bus apparently went off the bridge that officials describe as a low water crossing. The driver was taken to the hospital and all children were safely returned to their parents. Investigators are now looking into what caused the driver to crash. And stormy weather is also to blame for a young boy that was killed after being shocked by a downed power line. It happened Halloween night just south of Nashville. 9-year-old Christopher Ellison was with a friend when he was electrocuted. The child was rushed to the hospital where he later died. Nashville Electric Services say more than 50 downed wires were reported due to the high winds. But back here in San Diego, we are being hit with some warmer weather. At the airport right now, it's 77 degrees with the humidity at 24%. Winds are from the north-northwest at 7 miles per hour. Surf is 1 to 2 feet west facing and 1 to 2 feet south facing. The ocean temperature at a chilly 60 degrees. The sunrise is at 7:06 this morning, and the sunset was about an hour ago at 5:58 this evening. And so let's see what we had today. Throughout the day, we had some warmer temperatures in Oceanside. It was 76 degrees, and we're going to get around the 45 mark tonight. In Del Mar and La Jolla, also in the upper 70s. We move over to the East County. Julian at the high of 68 and a chilly 43 degrees. So if you're going to head over to Julian, make sure you bundle up. And the same with Hamul, high of 80 degrees and a low of 50. Now let's take a look at our current temperatures. Right now you see all this blue behind me. That is in the middle of the country right now. They are seeing some cooler temperatures, and along the East Coast, so a little bit of different story. They have some warmer temperatures in the higher 60s and 70s, but don't let that warm weather fool you. I'll tell you why. If we look at our current surface now, we see this high pressure moving along the eastern seaboard. That eastern seaboard right now is getting hit with rain, but that's because that high pressure, the warm air, is mixing in with some colder air up above, causing some wet and colder temperatures, stormy weather. Now let's take a look at our overall temperatures throughout the day. Along the south, we saw some higher 70s and 80s, more like summer temperatures, and along the west coast as well, we saw some higher 70s and 80s. And back here in San Diego, it's warm, nice, sunny, and 75. Along the coast, we can expect it tomorrow to be mostly sunny with a high of 72 degrees and a low of 58. Inland is sunny, gonna be sunny, high 84 degrees, low 52. In the mountains, bright and sunny out, high 71 degrees and a low of 43. And then in the deserts, expect sunshine throughout the weekend with a high of 85 degrees and a low of 51. So we're gonna see some nice weather here in San Diego throughout the weekend. Warm temperatures like we've had the past couple of days. But what I wanna remind you guys is make sure we turn our clocks back. It is fall back, so we do get an extra hour of sleep. So don't forget, 2 a.m. Sunday morning, change those clocks back. And yeah, get an extra hour of sleep.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Briley.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. I almost forgot. Hey, surf hero, surfs up. A surfer may have broken the world's largest wave record. Check out this crazy video of Brazilian surfer Carlos Brulli riding a massive wave in Portugal. The action took place shortly after having rescued his Brazilian colleague from a wipeout which almost killed her. The Brazilian surfer says that for him it was such an adrenaline moment to get back there after what happened. He said he was happy to be alive, and above all that, his friend was well. Talk about an adrenaline rush. And that's it for this edition of Newscene. I'm Marco Puente.
And I'm Ada Schmidt. Have a lovely evening.